e-learning and seeks to bridge the digital divide for the students who have hitherto remained untouched by the digital revolution. As I have mentioned earlier, this webinar is divided into two sessions. The students to take note that if any of you are facing trouble to join the Zoom link, we have provided the YouTube link in the chat box. Plus, all the participants to take note that keep your mics on the mute and queries will be addressed at the end of this session. Now, after the brief introduction about today's topic of webinar, I would like to invite our respected principal, Dr. A.M. Saudi sir, to deliver the welcome address of today's webinar. Over to you, sir.
Good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible. Yes, sir.
Yes. Good morning to all. On behalf of our college and our esteemed collaborators, that is Shivaji University College Libraries Association, SUCLA, I extend a very sincere and warm welcome to all our participants, resource persons, namely Honorable Dr. Abhishek Kumar, Scientist E, Computer Science at InfluBnet Center. Then Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya, Scientist C, Library Science, InfluBnet Center. Dr. Ravindra P. Adao, President of Shivaji University College Library Association and Joint Coordinator of today's webinar. Dr. Bhagwan Padwar, Secretary, Shivaji University College Library Association. Other members of organizing committee, Shri Mahesh Gaikwad, Librarian, SGM College Karad, and Shri Vishwas Hase, Librarian, RIT Islampur, and most importantly, all the participants, teachers, researchers, academicians, students who have registered and for this one-day national level webinar on strengthening library environment through InfluBnet. I must appreciate and applaud the efforts of our librarian, Sri Avinash Salunkhe sir, for taking initiative and bringing about collaboration with Shivaji University College Librarians Association for organizing this national level webinar for capacity building of students, academicians, and researchers. As we know, the objectives of libraries and library networks is to cater to the needs of academicians, researchers, and students as the information is scattered. Now, InfluBnet has been doing a commendable job of locating all the relevant information and resources for researchers since the year 1991. InfluBnet has also matched the advancements of technology and taken up new initiatives as per the advancement of technology. Earlier, the conventional role of the InfluBnet was, to begin with, it was library automation, database management system, content subscription and distribution. But with the advancement of technology, InfluBnet has also kept pace with the advancement and taken up new initiatives like the UGC Infonet, PG Pathshala, expert databases like Vidwan and Acharya, repositories like Shodhganga and Shodhgangotri. So all in all, InfluBnet provides capacity building platform for researchers, students, and academicians. Whereas the e-learning through Swayam provides a capacity building platform for students. Therefore, this webinar, I must say, is organized on a very pertinent and contemporarily relevant capacity building initiative of InfluBnet. I applaud the efforts of Shivaji University College Libraries Association, and for future also, I wish that such webinars should be organized on different components of uh, internet library networks and e-learning through Swayam. I wish this webinar a great success as regards achieving the cherished aims of capacity building of all in the interest of higher education and research in India. With these words, I welcome one and all once again. Thank you. Have a good day. Have a great day ahead. I wish all the success to the webinar. Thank you.
Thank you, Saudi sir. Thank you for giving such a such a warming welcome address. Now, for the introduction of resource person of today's webinar, I would like to invite Sri Avinash B. Salunke sir, librarian, NSOT Law College, Sangli. Over to you, sir.
Good morning, one and all. It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our first resource person of this first session, Dr. Abhishek Kumar. I have a brief biography of Dr. Abhishek Kumar. Dr. Abhishek Kumar is working as a scientist in computer science at InfilmNet Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Dr. Abhishek Kumar, he is a president awardee for his technical contribution towards national education projects in the year 2017 in the auspicious hands of Honorable President Shri Pranab Mukherjee. As I said earlier, he is currently working as a scientist in computer science at InfilmNet Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. Then he has more than 16 years experience in IT, inclusive of 2 years stint with Tech Mahindra Mumbai as a software engineer. He engaged a number of activities at InfilmNet. Now his current engagements include activities of database management group, softwares research and development, e-learning MOE projects, and e-content development, automation of UGC schemes, etc. Along with, he's also working on several national projects from InfilmNet Center, such as National Institute Ranking Framework. We know that NIRF, then UGC MOOCs, Swayam Prabha, National Testing Agency, Study in India, and so on. This is a great and knowledgeable personality with us in this one-day national webinar on strengthening library environment through InfilmNet. And we are glad to hear you, sir. And once again, thank you so much, Dr. Abhishek Kumar, sir, for your session. Thank you so much, sir. Yes.
Thank you, Salunke sir, for the introduction of our today's resource person. Now, I would like to welcome our today's resource person of the first session of this webinar, Dr. Abhishek Kumar, sir. Abhishek Kumar, sir.
Good morning to all of you. May I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah. So actually, I'm in Wi-Fi. Let me stop my video. Let me share my screen. I hope this PPT is visual.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it visible now?
Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yeah. So in this session, we'll see what the concept of e-learning, what the meaning of e-learning, what are the components are there in e-learning. So once you will take this session as a learner, then you will get what exactly e-learning, LMS, and MOOCs. When you consider this session as a teacher or a scholar, then you will get what are the that I have taken from Google, and it is showing that on every 1 minute, crores of users are available on the different platform. What it means? It means as a resultant, you will see more than 6 hours we are consuming the media. Means our best sleeping time is equivalent to the media consumption. So how we can divert this media consumption in the positive way? So one of the important thing for academic community is e-learning. So on that respect, we will see three things: overview, how we'll create the content, means component of the content, and once our content will ready, then how we will deliver that particular content. So for that, different platforms are there like LMS, MOOCs. So there are two kind of learning. One is e-learning, web-based learning, and second one is a synchronous and asynchronous learning. What the exactly meaning of the e-learning? E-learning means whatever we are doing into our current system. If we'll do using ICT, then it is called e-learning. So what we are doing right now? So currently we are doing three things: development, distribution, and enhancement. Development means what? When you prepare yourself for any lecture, then what you do? First, you prepare yourself with the lecture note, either in your mind or in the textual document in notepad or somewhere. That is called the development. Once you enter into classroom, then you transfer your knowledge to your learners. That is called the distribution. And again, you prepare yourself for the next session or next batch, you can say. That is called the enhancement. Means you upgrade your content. So this way, currently we are doing three things: development, distribution, and enhancement. If you are doing the same thing using ICT, then we can say yes, it is the e-learning. So the question is, learning from Wikipedia is e-learning? So answer is no. Learning from Wikipedia is not the e-learning. Then what kind of learning from Wikipedia and Google? So that another flavor of learning is a web-based learning. So the web-based learning means whatever we are learning using browser, that is called the web-based learning. For example, we are learning through any Chrome, Mozilla, that is the web-based learning. It means e-learning may be web-based learning, but all web-based learning will not be the e-learning. So this is the one vertical of the learning. The another vertical of the learning is synchronous learning and asynchronous learning. Synchronous learning means where giver and taker both are on the same place on the live. That is called the synchronous learning. The best example is today this our session. This is called the synchronous learning. We all are on the same platform and exchanging our knowledge. This is called the synchronous learning. Another example is audio video conferencing, this watching live television, listening live radio broadcast. These are the synchronous learning. Asynchronous learning, where learning material has already been compiled. For example, this session is being recorded. Today it is called the synchronous learning. Once you will refer this session tomorrow or after completion of this session, then it will call as a asynchronous learning, because all the learning material has already been compiled. So that is called the asynchronous learning. Another example, learning from CD drive or pen drive. So those are known as a asynchronous learning. So it was the basic concept of the e-learning. Now the second component in the e-learning is called the content creation. After that, content delivery. Content creation means what are the content I have to provide during my academic curriculum or academic period. For example, once uh, you start your semester, then you come to know, okay, in this semester I have to take lecture on such and such topic. I have to put this many assignment, I have to conduct the assessment process and all those things. So that is your job. Similarly, in e-learning environment, what are the components we required? Right. So there are 4-quadrant approach. It is globally accepted, and across the country, all the learning system, e-learning system, they are using this 4-quadrant approach. 4-quadrant approach means for each lecture, either you can say lecture, session, module, topic, e-module, e-lectures, all are same. It means for one particular topic, you have to produce 4 kind of material. Let's say you are a physics teacher and you want to start one e-content on the Newton's law. It means on Newton's law, you have to provide 4 component on Newton's law. So what those 4 components? So the first component is a textual document that is called the e-text. E-text textual document means you have to prepare 8 to 10 pages on the Newton's law. Means complete static information on the Newton's law. That is called the first component, e-text. The second one is the self-learning. Basically, self-learning is a video tutorial. Means you have to provide 20 to 30 minutes of video on Newton's law. You can derive as a PPT from the text document, add your voice and video, add graphics animation and make it one video. That is called the self-learning. The third one is the self-assessment, where you have to provide true, false, question, answer, fill in the blanks for the assessment purpose. The fourth component is a glossary, timeline, or interesting fact. Did you know? Nowadays, this fourth component is a live lectures, discussion forum, dot clearing session. This all comes under the fourth component. So this slide prepared in 2012, and I tried to convince teachers, whatever you are doing into the classroom, same thing you have to do into learning environment. How it is equivalent, just see one by one. So there are 2 columns. One is at classroom and another is at e-learning environment. So the first one is at classroom, lecture on topic. So what we are doing in our classroom for lecture and topic, we prepare ourselves for one topic and we mention those topics either in our mind or in any textual document, either in notepad or any notes. Similarly, in e-learning environment, you have to write those lectures in any textual document, Word file or any text file. So like that, you will complete your first component, that is called the e-text. Second, what happened in the classroom? Generally, you explain your lecture through PPT or blackboard, whiteboard. So what you are doing in classroom? Once you enter, you write some bulleted point into blackboard or whiteboard. Then you explain those bulleted point to your students. In between, all students' views is on you or the blackboard whiteboard, right? And wherever any image or algorithm is required, you draw simply on the blackboard whiteboard. These things we are doing in our classroom. What we have to do in the e-learning environment, first we have to prepare one PPT. So you can derive PPT from your textual document. After PPT, go to a studio, record your voice, audio and video, voice narration. Then multimedia team will add graphics and animation wherever it is required. So, and they will compile all your voice, your video, your PPT and whatever the graphics you have added. So they compile these 4 things and make one video. That is called the self-learning or e-tutorial or video tutorial. This is the second component. Your job would be only academic, not those technical e-content job. So for that, because you required a studio, multimedia team. So for that purpose, under SWAM, government is providing 13.5 lakhs rupees for one course, for development of one course. And once you offer the 4 credit course, then 80,000 per semester through the SWAM. So the development cost, content development cost is 13.5 lakhs, where you can engage your different subject matter experts, multimedia team, reviewer, editor, like that. Right. So that is the second component you achieve like this. The third one, what you are doing in the classroom, you examine your student. So for examine a student, what you do the assessment and assignment work. Similarly, here also you have to write those question answer and other detail into PPT format or the Excel format through the platform. Even some platform provide you Excel sheet directly you can upload and directly you can add. Right. So that is the third component you will achieve through this one. The fourth one is generally what you do in classroom, you motivate your student. Okay, go to this resource or go to my article or other article or refer the another books. So like that, fourth component where you motivate and guide your student, okay, from the different resources. In e-learning environment, you have to identify the additional resources like e-resources, additional reading material, or you can say okay, every Wednesday I will come 3 o'clock for the dot clearing session or any live lectures. Even you can start discussion forum because those platform provide some discussion forums also. So like that you can achieve your four component. So these are known as a four component of content. So at end of the day, the question is what would be the volume of work? So the volume of work for one course, you can say one course or one paper, all are one semester course that is equivalent to 30 to 35 modules. Generally, it is a 40 hour of lecture. So how we derive 30 to 35 module in 40 hour of lecture is for textual document, you have to require 20 to 30 minutes of reading. Then video required to understand that video half an hour. Then 10-15 minutes each for self-assessment and learn more. So like that, the engagement period to cover one module is required 1 hour, 10 minutes or 15 minutes. Right. So this is like that 30 to 35 module will become as a 40 hour of lecture, means equivalent to one semester course. Right. So this is the volume of work for one course. Next, the job of content developer is not individual responsible for this. Entire team is required. So who would be the teammate and all? So you require subject matter experts, content reviewer, language editor, multimedia team. All is required to do the teamwork because you have to provide the content into within time frame. Let's say you declare Keen Swam, you are going to offer course in July 2023. Then you have to provide the course in July 2023 because your course curriculum will advertise to all the different universities. The SWAM. So it was our second step, content component. Now the third one is the content delivery. So you can understand like that. For example, teacher. For teacher, we require NET qualification. Then only you become a teacher, right? So here also, once you create the content, it means you are NET qualified. But whether your NET qualify is uh, your NET qualify is only justifiable when you become a teacher, right? So here also, once you create the content, you require some platform. Means like once you clear the net, then you require platform like school, college, university, where you transfer your knowledge. Similarly, once you created your content, then where you will deliver. So for deliver that particular content, you require the platform. So that platform is called the content delivery platform. So there are several platforms available. 1 decade before, the very popular platform is a LMS. learning management system. Let me explain what exactly. Whether MS Paint is visual? No.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's say this is teacher and this is our classroom, right? So what is happening in our traditional mode? The teacher comes into the classroom and transfer the knowledge. Okay. So this is our current system. What will happen in traditional e-learning environment? First, teacher will not come into classroom, and also there is no this boundary wall, right? So no boundary wall for this classroom. Then how teacher will exchange this information? So now teacher will put each and everything into this box, and from this box every student will get the access. So this box is called LMS, learning management system, or you can say learning management software. So teacher will enter into all their content or course curriculum into this platform, and from this platform everybody will get access. So this is the virtual infrastructure for delivering the content. Like our university and college system, there are three stakeholders: teaching, non-teaching, and the learners. Here also there are three components. So the third component is the non-teaching. So non-teaching will also access the LMS. So the role of this non-teaching or admin, you can say admin of this platform, is to create the infrastructure like customization, add of teachers, any this starting the notification and all. These all are the role of admin user. The role of teacher: create the content, provide those content into the LMS platform, get the assessment and assignment for the students. Similarly, a student will enroll and get the courses. So this is LMS. So coming back to this PPT, it is visible, na? LMS.
Yes, sir. It is visible, sir.
So now what you will see, the differences between the learning management system and our traditional is, first one is the classroom size. So there is no limitation of the classroom size, n number of students can come. The second one is the time. So time means at any point of time you can access the content. Third one is the ability to tailor your course. In LMS directly you can access all the courses at any point of the time. Not like our traditional ki first 3 chapter will happen, then 4th chapter I can learn. Here directly you can access the courses and their chapters. Then affordability. Affordability means nowadays there are so many open source software are there where they are providing uh, providing all the new features, including your live session and all. Interactive learning, as I told you, live session, discussion forum, all are providing. In fact, these open source like a tutor Moodle, you can deploy in your own laptop in window version also. So all are available. So in this regard, during this pandemic, the center was started once services called, means currently also providing these services of Infinite Learning Management Service. Because during that pandemic, it was very tough to create the content from the teachers. So what we started this service is, we started with pre-populated 1000 courses, more than 1000 courses. So it's a inbuilt LMS including more than 1000 courses, so that since day one you can start your courses for your student, and these courses you can add, modify and delete. It's completely up to you. Let's say out of 1200 courses is relevant to your college or university, then you can access your 200 courses, and whatever the syllabus is matching, so you match those syllabus. If it is not matching, you can delete those content, add your own content. So it's completely what is are there to develop or enhance that particular courses, right? So this is Infinite Learning Management Service. It's completely free of cost. Any once you will simply put the request to us, we will deploy the LMS at your infrastructure. If you don't have any infrastructure, you are most welcome to host your LMS on our data center, and for that 5000 per month share basis charges are there. That is only for service, cloud service. Otherwise it's a completely free of cost. So this is the learning management system. So we have created so many tutorial also available on this one. Now in the last decade, the another very popular platform is called as a MOOCs, Massive Open Online Courses. The name itself, M stand for massive, means n number of enrollment, O stand for open, no mandatory qualification, another O stand for online, fully online, and C stand for the course, means all the structured course. So you can say it is a 3A philosophy, anytime, anyone and anywhere. So one common question raised is, what is the difference between LMS and MOOCs? Because more or less features are same. Then what is the difference? Here also online, ability to tailor the course, then access student and teachers through this platform. Then what is the difference? So the difference is LMS is 1:1 relation. Means if one university or one college started their LMS, it means in that particular LMS who will participate? Their teacher and their own students. They will participate. Where MOOCs is N is to N relationship. Means N number of university will participate and N number of students from the different university will participate. That is called N is to N relation. So this is the one of the major difference between the LMS and MOOCs. So there are so many platforms who is providing these MOOC services, right? So what those are the before that, three important things you will get on the every platform is, one is the courses. Course means you will get free course or the paid course. Then P stand for the pace. Pace means those courses would be either schedule driven or the self pace. Schedule driven means you have to learn according to your course coordinator. Let's say course coordinator say on first week he or she will post only 2 video and 3 text. Then you will learn in that 2 week only 2 video and the 3 text. That is called the schedule page. Self-paced means course coordinator will upload all the content in single go. Wherever, whenever, whatever you want to learn, you can directly access that. That is called the self-paced. Then I stand for the instructor. Instructor means in who are the providing those course. So in either university teachers will provide the course or the private firms. So some of the important platforms is the edX. It was started in 2012. When you will do the Google trend, it will show the trend of MOOCs from 2012. And why 2012? Because all the major and popular platforms of the MOOCs started in 2012. So edX is a one of that MOOCs platform started in 2012, and 13% stakeholders are from India. Okay. This is the home page of the edX, and here you can better understand how this MOOCs works. Here it is showing that more than 2,500 courses are available. Then who is providing these courses? Obviously, teacher was providing these courses, and that teacher must belongs from the different universities or institutions. So how many institutions they are participating? So there are 140 institutions are providing the course. It means 250 courses are being offered by the 140 institutions. So being sitting at Maharashtra, you will get the certificate from Harvard University, Boston University, Berkeley University, like that. It means you belongs from where? You are not belonging from those 140 institutions. You are apart from that also. But still you will get the certificate from those participating institutes. Similarly, another platform is the Coursera, where Coursera, it was also started in 2012, and almost 14% are stakeholder from India. The importance and the beauty of this Coursera platform is so many private firms are offering the course into this platform, like IBM, Google. Right here also more than 200 universities and companies are participating. So the question is, what is the MOOCs in Indian context? So that answer is, in Indian context, MOOCs platform is a SWAM, a study webs of active learning for young aspiring minds. So SWAM is made for from a school education to higher education, swam.gov.in, platform by the Ministry of Education. And beauty of this platform is it is not only providing the courses but also free transfer. So this SWAM platform where K transfer and certificate happen. Now when it was conceptualized, so the major task was how the course will be populated. Right? So for that purpose, there are ministry national coordinator. UGPG is NPTEL. For diploma certificate, IGNU. For a school education, NCRT, NIOS. For management program, IIM Bangalore. For the teacher training, NITER Chennai. So once you want to offer a course on non-technology UGPG, then you have to approach UGC or CEC. So we developed the platform also eoi.inflimnet.swam.inflimnet.ac.in, where you can propose your courses. Now the stakeholders same as LMS and our MOOCs, means role of teacher and learner. So one common question generally asked that what is the difference between MOOCs and SWAM, or both are same? So we can understand it very easily. We used to say Nokia lena. Somebody said mobile lena. Right? Both are correct. Right? But what exactly it means, Nokia lena and mobile lena? So mobile is a very broader term. Right? And Nokia is a one of that particular flavor, you can say. Similarly, MOOCs is a very broader term, and this SWAM, edX, Coursera, these all are the platforms or the flavors of the MOOCs. So UGC and AICT issued the regulation 2016. 20% of course you can adopt from the SWAM, and due to pandemic, that 20% now increased to 40%. So 40% of the course you can adopt from the SWAM. Right. So what the meaning of this SWAM adaptation and SWAM offering? Right. So this is very important slide. I will request all to just focus for the another 5 minutes so that you can clearly understand what it means. So I'm just going to show the three scenario and the three cases where you will understand what exactly it means. So the case one is university is adopted the SWAM, right? So case one, university has adopted SWAM, and scenario is there is one student. Let's say I am a student. I am pursuing B from the Gujarat University, and one of my paper is Java, and which is a part of my course curriculum. Right. So this is the scenario. Okay, one student from Gujarat University, and he want to learn Java, and Java is a part of course curriculum, and their university has adopted SWAM. Right. Now this Java is being offered by Hyderabad University over SWAM. Right. It means the teacher of Hyderabad University is offering that course, means Java course. Then what will happen? The student, means myself, registered with the SWAM. I will participate in all my academic curriculum, academic activity. I will appear into exam. Examination is being done by the NTA, National Testing Agency. So examination will done. Once I will clear my examination, then what will happen? Then Hyderabad University will transfer the credit to Gujarat University. Right? So this is the scenario when university adopted the SWAM, then the offering university, that is Hyderabad University, will transfer the credit to the Gujarat University because a student of that particular Gujarat adopted the course and cleared the exam. This is the scenario one. Now the scenario two is same university has adopted SWAM, same student, BE student from Gujarat University, but this time I want to learn photography, and photography is a not part of my course curriculum, and photography is being offered by the Delhi University in SWAM platform. So same thing, I have to enroll, clear my examination, do all the academic activity. After clear my examination, Delhi University will not transfer the credit for my course. Instead of that, Delhi University will issue one certificate to me on photography. I have successfully completed the course photography. Right. So Delhi University will issue certificate to me. Why not credit transfer? Because photography is not my part of course curriculum. So that why instead of credit, certificate is eligible. Now the third scenario is university has not adopted this one. It means whether the Java or photography, means whether any course, whether it is part of your course curriculum or not, always university will issue the certificate, not the credit transfer. Why not the credit transfer? Because your university has not adopted the SWAM. So on that scenario, always you will get the certificate. So this is the concept of SWAM, adaptation and offering. Some of the sample hosted content, or you can say open educational resources, are EPG Pathshala. In EPG Pathshala, you will get the postgraduate courses of 70 subjects. So right now we have more than 700 courses on the different subject, or we can say 700 courses in those 70 subjects. And in terms of module, we have more than 23,000 of e-modules, where you will get the textual document, video document, self-learning assessment, all those details. So these are the list of courses. The another platform from where you will get those content is a Vidyamitra. So Vidyamitra, it is a compilation of all the content created by the Ministry of Education. Like different in earlier they assigned the project to different universities like NPTEL, Pathshala. All courses or the course materials comes under single platform. So you can search and browse on the basis of different subject area and all. Then UGC MOOCs archival, SWAM archival basically. So whatever the UG, PG, non-technology courses are available, after completion of those courses, you can access through our archive. One of the major initiative by Government of India is a SWAM program. I will request all of you, you can just transfer this knowledge and awareness to your relative, friend circle and all, because it made for all the kind of students. Means there are 34 channels being telecasted daily 24/7 in open air. Means on the DD normal dish TV, you can access all those 34 channels, educational channels. So these 34 channel divided into different segment. So the first segment is 12 channel is for the school education. Means for class 1 one channel, class 2 one channel, class 3 one channel. Like that 12 channel is for class 1 to 12. One channel is only for preparation of NEET and JEE. So the teacher of IIT and central universities is providing the content for
Hello. So you are
content
not
of
audible. Hello.
English. Hello, I am not audible.
So some disturbance is coming from your side.
Is is it fine now?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible now, sir.
Yeah. So there are 34 channels. So 12 channel is for the school education from channel 1 to 12. Then one channel is for the preparation of NEET and JEE. Then 10 channel is for the UGPG non-technology courses. Then 6 channel is for the engineering. So the teacher from the IIT or from their classroom, they are providing this content. Then 4 channel is being maintained by the IGNU, where courses related to open courses for the teacher diploma courses. So like that, there are 34 channels. And dedicated website is there, swamprabha.gov.in, where you will get all the programs, current program, upcoming program, and archive program. So for higher education, all the archive program, whatever they have that have been telecasted, is available on 12 o'clock every night. It means from the next day onward, you can access those video also that has already been telecasted into the Swamprava platform. If you miss those video, right? So you can access through portal also. Right? So this way, I am concluding this session, and whatever you have doubt, I open for just another 10 minutes. Whatever you have doubt, you can ask.
If the participants have any doubts, you can ask it to sir. If the participants have any doubts regarding this topic, you can ask it to Abhishek sir. Or else you can just drop your questions in the chat box.
Yes, even I will share this PPT to center so that they can further circulate to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Is there any placement in implement? We have rolling advertisement, implement.ac.in/jobs. You can apply over there.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such a detailed information and presentation on e-learning through InflipNet and about its working and importance, about OPAC and different modes of e-learning, and about this detailed information on Swayam platform. Now, for delivering the vote of thanks of the first session, I would like to invite Sri Vishwas Al Hase, librarian, RIT College, Islampur. Over to you, sir.
Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you're audible, sir.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Avinash, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, sir, you're perfectly audible. Yes.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Yeah, good morning, everyone. I'm honored to and lucky to have the opportunity to give a vote of thanks on the one-day national webinar on strengthening library environment through InflipNet. Then I particularly like scientist Dr. Abhishek Kumar's speeches on e-learning using SOAM platform, where he mentioned the need of the digital educations, very important activity, which is explained because extraordinary. So thank you so much, sir. I would like to thank all the organizing team, teachers, staff members, and I must not forget to thank the participants who contributed to the organizing this conference until the last minute. Then finally, I again want to thank the Secretary of the Latte Education Society, then Principal NSOT Law College Sangli, President Dr. AP Adav, Shivaji University College Library Association, Librarian Mr. Avinash Saunke sir, professors, and my dear professional friends for participating in this webinar. Then I would like to thank you again for the making this event a success very much. If time is money, you have definitely spent a million for us today. So thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Abhishek sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now, after this, I would like to welcome Dr. R.P. Award, President Shivaji University Colleges Librarian Association and Library New Law College Kolhapur to give detailed information on Sukla. Over to you, sir.
Hello. Avinash sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. It is my great pleasure and on behalf of NS Soti Law College Sangli and Shivaji University College Library Association, that is SUKLA. Today's resource person, Dr. Abhishek Kumar, Scientist, Implement Center, Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya, Scientist, Implement Center, Dr. Amit Saudi sir, Principal NS Soti Law College, Sangli. Convener of the webinar, Sri Avinash Salunke, Librarian NS Soti Law College, Sangli, all authority persons of Shukla, library professional, research students, dear friends. It is my duty to introduce Shukla as a president. Shivaji University College Library Association, that is Shukla, is established on 10th April 2018. The association is registered under the Societies Act 1860 and Mumbai Public Trust Act 1950. The main objective of the association is to organize all college librarians working in the colleges affiliated to Shivaji University Kolhapur for solving their professional difficulties, problems, and attempts for their impartial rights. The vision of association is to promote fulfilling social interaction between the librarians, self-help relevance, self-respect among the librarians working in academic institutions. Shukla organized 19 seminars, conferences, webinars, and workshops at various levels in last 5 years. And today we are organized 20th webinar on strengthening library environment through InfluBNet on the demand of college librarians and library professionals. So I hope today's national webinar is very helpful and useful to librarians and library professionals. I'm very much thankful all the management member of the NS Soti College Sangli. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Adav sir, for giving information on Shukla. After this, we are moving to the second session of this webinar. For the introduction of second resource person of today's webinar, I would again like to invite Shri Avinash B. Salunke sir, librarian NS Soti Law College, Sangli. Over to you, sir.
It's a great pleasure for me to introduce our second resource person of this second session. When I was training at Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai, that time I met Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya sir. He worked there as a assistant librarian. In that time, he teaches me the professionalism and etiquettes which is required by LIS professional while they are working in the library environment. He's always motivating and guiding me for implementing or organizing the innovative ideas, as well as research innovation schemes for the development of professional career. I have a brief bio sketch of Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya sir. Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya, working as a scientist, Library Science at InfluBNet Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat. He joined the center as a scientist B in the year 2014. Prior to joining the center, he was working with Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai. He has completed his BCom from Gujarat University and MLIC from Gujarat Vidyapit, Ahmedabad, and PhD from Sardar Patel University, Vallabh Vidyanagar. Currently, he is shouldering the responsibility of book, thesis database, and a core member of database management and research and development group at InfluBNet Center. He specializes in the area of linked data, thesaurus, ontology, library automation, reference management system, content management system, research report writing, research data management, etc. He teaches in various workshop, refresher courses, and orientation courses. He was visiting faculty at Department of Library and Information Science, Gujarat University. He has also rendered his services as a guest faculty at Central University of Gujarat. Dr. Pandya has several research papers in national and international journals to his credit. He has lectured extensively at various universities and national workshops. So this is the great and knowledgeable personality with us in this one-day national webinar on strengthening library environment through InfluBNet. And we are glad to hear you, sir. So without taking too much time, I would like to request Dr. Mitesh Kumar Pandya, sir, to start your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Avinash, for the introduction. And I'm very much thankful to inviting me as a resource person in this one-day webinar. Before I start the lecture, I'll beg your pardon because I'm having little throat infection. So in case if I'm not able to speak sometime, I'll have a sip of glass. So please allow me that. So thank you. I'll start. What all services and activities are being offered by the InfluNet Center? So we will have detailed discussion what all things we are offering and how you can, whatever is applicable to, how you can accept it and adopt it. So now the InfluNet Center was started as a project of UGC, and it was recognized as an inter-university center of the University Grants Commission in 1996. So earlier it was started as a project in the IUCA, under the IUCA, and then the office was started in ISRO Ahmedabad. Then later it was established as a inter-university center, full-fledged inter-university center, and the office was assigned in the Gujarat University campus. Independent campus was given there. Now, what is the structure we are having is we are coming under the Ministry of Education, Government of India, and our parent organization is University Grants Commission. We have governing board and governing council, and the director is the executive authority of the center. And we have two different streams. One is a technical staff, those who are known as a scientist, computer scientist and library scientist, and the administrative staff. So this is what the structure we are having. Now next is, we are having 7 verticals and 25 plus major activities which we are offering to the academic community of India. So what are the major projects and programs we are offering? Is a simple diagram which helps you to understand what all things we are offering. So we have different 7 verticals. So when we start from here, from the automation and database. So the automation and database. So first automation was started when way back in 1996 when it was established as an computer communication center. We were given the responsibility of automating the library catalogs of all university libraries, which were 12B2F, having 12B2F recognition. So the first was the creation of the catalog, automated catalog. So the Indicat and Soul both are product of this automation and database creation. Then we are having this HRD department where we are offering various programs and people are trained, faculty members from different stream, faculty members of library science, faculty members of other you say teacher education, engineering, social scientists, all we are training. Then we are also organizing programs which are related to research ethics and plagiarism related topics. Then next we have Vidwan. Vidwan is a database which is related to the profile management of experts. So say for example, you are organizing one workshop on XYZ topic, you don't know whom to invite. So the Vidwan is the database where you can find profile of the researchers and eminent experts. So now enhanced version, we will talk in the later stage of the presentation, which is known as a IRINS. Okay, now then we have the consortium. So the consortium is now known as a Ishota Sindhu. Earlier it was UGC Infonet Digital Library Consortium. Later on, it became one consortium, and Indest AICTE, which was for the IIM and IITs, now it is merged with the Ishota Sindhu. So 3 different consortium, Indest AICTE, UGC Infonet, and Enlist. These 3 programs combined together, bunched together, and it was created as a Ishota Sindhu, under which all the centrally funded technical institutions, all the colleges which are having 12B2F, and even some private colleges also are getting resources, and universities except private universities, and those universities which were for which government was funding, we are giving access to electronic resources based on the requirement. Then next is the is the open access activities what we are offering. Shodh Ganga is a repository of thesis and dissertations. Shodh Gangotri is research in progress, and institutional repository we have in which we are organizing all our conference and seminar and other documents which we are producing as a research paper and all. So these all things are hosted on institutional repository of InfluxNet Center. It is basically a staff related thing, and the news related to InfluxNet which are published in the newspapers. Now next is ICSSR data service is for the open access. So in open access, we are providing ICSSR data service. For the e-content, we have this, just Abhishek told about EPG Pathshala Swayam Prabha and Vidya Mitra. Vidya Mitra is a platform where all the electronic content, irrespective of funding, whichever project was funded under the NMEICT, National Mission on Education through ICT, are clubbed together, and a single portal is created where every means all the content is electronic content is available in 4 quadrants. So people will be able to have a look at it without any charge. So everything is free on the Vidya Mitra. Then we are also actively involved in university ranking system. So we have 2 different ranking systems. One is a NIRF ranking, which is known as an India ranking. Every year, this exercise is being done in consultation with InfluxNet Center, National Board of Accreditation, and Ministry of Education. Now, there is another portion which is known as Atal Innovation Ranking. So this ranking is basically for the colleges and institutions that are having some innovative ideas and related thing. So this is something different, which is altogether different, which is available in NIRF. And we have also developed one platform which is known as IUR, Indian University Ranking, way back in 2014-15. So based on the expertise what we are having in ranking methodology, we had developed a prototype, and based on that prototype, certain additions were done, and the India ranking framework was developed. Now, what we are offering to the government and private agencies is some of the technical services which we are having. So they, being a child of the University Grants Commission, we are offering them to have the e-governance system, e-scholarship and fellowship registration and tracking system. All the schemes and fellowships which are offered by the UGC are developed and maintained and awarded through InfluxNet. The physical award goes from the UGC, but the all technical development from the registration form to till the time that entire fellowship is awarded, whatever an automation process has been done has been done by the InfluxNet Center. Then we have the open education platform, distance education bureau, web portal also we have automated. So all the activities, whatever is happening in that particular division, that everything is automated. So InfluxNet is involved in automating various official procedures. Then we have developed our own in-house human resource management system, which is available for the local employees. So same way that can be given to the others as per the requirement. Then we have developed a portal for study in India, NTA, Central Universities web portal like CUG, MGCUB, and Central Ministry of Haryana. Then we have developed a portal for Ek Bharat Shrestha Bharat, whatever you are having there, you can see there that portal is being developed. It means it's been developed by the InfluxNet Center. Then Punjab State Open University website and this Sport University Assam website. These all things have been developed by the InfluxNet Center. So this is what the basic idea, glimpse about what means programs and things being offered. Now we will see in detail what is applicable to you. That is to be decided by you. And in case you are having any problem or anything that you can contact us. So the first is, now we'll go one by one. What is library automation that all you are knowing about? So library automation, we are offering two things. One is IndCAT, and another is Soul. So Soul software, we are giving it to the universities with very subsidized rate. First copy of full edition is given in the 80,000 rupees plus GST, which is nothing. Almost people are charging for even open source, so they are charging customization and all 50,000 rupees. So the software which we are offering is almost very low cost, and we are providing services. We have a lot of regional centers. In most of the places we have regional centers, and people are having Soul software. More than 3,800 colleges and universities have adopted. I will give example of a few universities like Banaras Hindu University, then Gujarat Vidyapeeth, Maharaja Sayajirao University, Baroda. These are the major universities who are still running, and they have adopted Soul as their preferred choice for library automation. Now next is IndCAT. Now IndCAT is an online union catalog of theses, journals, and books which are available in different university and college libraries. Now it is open to everyone. Any college library, any university library, if they wanted to give their data in this standardized format, they can give, and people will be able to search it from the IndCAT. Now, what is the benefit of IndCAT? Suppose, for example, somebody want to have a book which is not available in his or her library. What they can do is they can go to IndCAT portal and then search for the book, and they can identify in which nearby libraries the book is available, or the thesis or journal article is available. Okay, so this is the benefit of IndCAT. We are having around 1.98 crore bibliographic records and around 1.4 lakhs, 1.4 crore unique records are there in the book database. Now, next is the IndCAT. Next is the Ishodh Sindhu. Ishodh Sindhu is a consortium for higher education electronic resources, which is an initiative of MHRD. Around 98 centrally funded technical institutions are getting electronic resources in the form of e-books, in the form of journals are getting, and some of the databases are also provided, like indexing and extracting databases, which is known as Scopus, or you can say it is Web of Science. These people are getting, 98 CFTIs are getting, 217 universities are getting e-resources. When I say they are getting electronic resources through InfluBNet, that means they are not paying anything. Everything is paid by the government of India. So these all 217 universities, government is paying for this 217 universities. Okay, now 3,400 colleges are there, for which we are giving them the enlist program. Okay, then we are having 10,000 plus journals, 1,99,500 plus electronic books, and a few books are given through NDL. Okay, now when we see that Ishodh Sindhu, we are giving some resources. Now the problem is we are not aware whether the resources which we are subscribing are utilized or not. So we have to see whether these resources are utilized or not. If it is underutilized, we have to see whether we should subscribe for the next year or not. So to evaluate that entire excess statistics and excess process, we have developed an in-house portal which is known as a InfiStat, which is available for everyone. So if you look at the URL of InfiStat, you can go to infistat.influbnet.ac.in, and whatever electronic resources you have subscribed, you can see. Let me go to the platform. See, basically what we are doing is when we are having access, most of the people says so access is uh,
Hello. So you're not audible right now. Hello.
now there was some problem. I was disconnected. Now again I have connected. So the
Okay, sir. Okay.
yeah, see the Infistat portal is basically harvest data in the format which is known as a counter compliant statistics. So counter is a basically data sharing is access monitoring protocol that helps people to gather IP based access what you are offering to the different organizations. So it is based on again the sushi protocol. Okay, so the counter compliant statistics are being monitored by the Infistat portal, and uh, how you can monitor, how you can means set up the entire monitoring system. You can just go to the ESS online e-requisition system, and then you just click on the subscribed electronic resources. Once you do that, that portal by visiting this portal, there is a set of guideline, and that guideline you follow, it will be configured. So once you configure, the system will automatically upload the data for the publications. Now, not publication houses. So say for example, ACM Digital Library, they have revealed data till April only. So the access statistics beyond April is not accessible till now. And if you look at this annual reviews or American Society of Civil Engineers, you can see here till August, everything is given. So now how you can you can go to this particular platform and identify which particular journal has maximum downloaded articles. So this is how you can manage your electronic resources, and you can identify, see, whatever you are doing, even you are paying or government is paying, there has to be continuous monitoring of what we are spending. So basically it is known as return on investment. When government is spending 200 crores on subscribing electronic resources, and the research output is not at par with the amount which is being spent by the government, then government can identify which are the resources that are underutilized. And then based on that, if they are, the particular resource or resources or packages are not utilized by the faculty members and researchers, then the government can think of dropping those resources instead of paying for that. So this kind of monitoring system, access monitoring system, will help government as well as the individual organization to identify which are the resources that are being used by the faculty members. Okay, now let me go back to the presentation. Is this visible? Presentation slides are visible. Please confirm.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir. It
sir.
is visible,
Okay.
sir.
Okay, now there is another vertical which is known as a byproduct of issue the Sindhu. So this is the one byproduct which is known as Infistat, and second is known as a INFAD. Now INFAD is an Indian Access Management Federation, which is for the off-campus, and this was mostly used by in the time of the pandemic. Most of the universities were closed, most of the colleges were closed, and the resources were subscribed through IP. So in case you are not in the campus, you are not able to access the electronic resources. So if you are a part of INFAD, you can have the off-campus access even at your home. You can access all the subscribed resources through your college or your university. So the InFed, how to join, even colleges can also join. I'll give the example of this. You can see, you can go to parichay.inflibnet.ac.in, and this is the website of InFed. My colleague Raja is taking care of this entire platform. So you see here eligibility. What are the eligible institutions? Universities and CFTI. What is that you are required is one server, and nothing else is required. And this entire service configuration and everything is being offered by the Inflinet Center at no cost. Okay, then all the eligible publishers who are adopting Shibboleth as an access mechanism system, you can access all the resources through this Parichay, or you can say InFed. So colleges, all government aided colleges covered under 12B and 2F sections of the UGC Act are part of this. Then private universities, few of the private universities, they are also taking part, and they are also members. Okay, so around 200 plus institutions have requested, and more than 200 institutions have implemented InFed as a off-campus services for subscribed electronic resources. Now, for open access initiative, we have Shodh Ganga and Shodh Gangotri. Shodh Ganga is a repository of thesis and dissertations of PhD degrees, and Shodh Gangotri is known as a research in progress, where we are having the approved synopsis of the PhD program. So more than 3 lakhs plus theses are available on this. So whenever somebody from your institution is starting your research work, they can have the look at this Shodh Ganga. They can get the idea how many theses are developed on particular area. They can have the look at it, and then they can decide. See, if somebody is having any question, they can ask at the, I'll give the question and answer session. You can ask the question at the time you want. You can note it down the questions, and you can even type in the chat also. So at the last, we will have a look at it. Now, next is a PDS. PDS is basically a plagiarism detection software. There are two things. One is a ready-made software, which is subscribed and given access to everyone, which is known as a original. Earlier it was named as a then it was taken over by the original, and then institutional repository. We have set up our own institutional repository, and we are also setting up institutional repository. We are also setting up institutional repository for the academic libraries. We are offering them the services. It is a paid service for them. If they wanted to have their own institutional repository using DSpace software, we are helping them to install everything and configure. We are providing technical support on charge basis for the institutional repository of individual institution. Now, next is the institutional data services. So the Inflinet Center is in process of developing a national research data repository, which will come in the near future. And ICSSR data service is a data service which is having research data of the Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, which is, you must have heard about NSSO, National Sample Survey Organization.
Hello, sir.
Annual Survey of Industries. Yes.
Hello. Sir, sorry
Yes.
to cut you off. Your screen is not visible, sir. The PPT is not visible for us.
Okay. Once again, I'll share.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, now I think it is visible.
Yes, sir. Now it is visible, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, I'm sorry for that. See, we are having an institutional data repository. which is known as a ICSSR data service. So the ICSSR data service is basically set up for the social science data sets, which are emanated as a result of the research work which we are producing for the social sciences and humanities. Now, say for example, those who are working in the ICSSR funded institutions must have heard about GIP, Oakley Institute of Politics and Economics. Then Spicer, GIDR in Gujarat Institute of Development Research. These are some of the organizations which are funded by the ICSSR. And the research work, research data which is being generated by them are preserved in the ICSSR data service. But in absence of the guidelines which are under development, the data sets generated by ICSSR institutions is not hosted as of now, but the data sets which are available, which are generated by the MOSPI, Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation, are available. NSSO and ASI data sets are available. Let me take you to the website of ICSSR data service. So this is the portal which is known as ICSSR data service, and you can go to microdata catalog, and we have around 140 data sets of different rounds. So what all types of data sets are available that we can see here. So we have debt and investment, then domestic tourism, education related surveys, enterprise survey, employment and unemployment, housing conditions, household consumer expenditure survey, healthcare surveys. All this survey data is available on this microdata catalog. So if you wanted to have the household consumer expenditure for the year 14-15, you can see here these all things are available. If you wanted to download the data, you can just go to the get microdata catalog, give your user ID and password, and then you will be able to download. This service is free of cost. You need not to do anything, just register yourself on this portal, and then you will be able to do it. Those who are working in the economics and other area, they will be able to use this entire platform. Now let me go back to the presentation. So then I have talked about Shodha Gangotri, which is research in progress. Now you see we have this scholarly network, and there are two different distinct things. One is a Vidwan, and the enhanced version of Vidwan is known as a IRINS. So basically the difference between Vidwan and the IRINS is Vidwan is the premier database of profile of scientists and researchers and faculty members. Around 1 lakh experts are available from different organizations. The organizations are around 10,000. And the IRINS is basically a web-based research management system, research information management system. So the difference between with and the RIMS, whereas IRINS provides the research information of an entire network. So you have collaborated with different related information, including H index and I10 index, which is provided by the Google. So Google Scholar citations and everything will get it on the single portal. So for example, if you like to have how many articles are published by myself, you just go to this inflibnet.irins.org and search for the Mitesh Kumar Pandya. You will have everything. So in how many projects I am involved, what are the citations I have received, how many publications I am having, how many book chapters I am having, with whom I am having collaboration, research collaboration, everything you can track from there. So, you will be able to correlate how many people are having global collaboration with other people. Around 313 institutions have registered for the IRINS, and more than 60,000 profiles are created. Now, what we are doing is LIS and ICT skill development. So the InfluMnet Center is providing software training. Whenever you are purchasing software, we are providing one training free of cost without anything. An additional person, if you wanted to enroll for the program, we are charging few bucks. Then we are having is IRTPLA, which is with the collaboration of the universities. We are offering some 75,000 rupees under IRTPLA program, and then people can organize on their own. Beyond 75,000 rupees, they are supposed to make their own arrangement in case the amount goes beyond that, and they have to submit the utilization certificate after completion of the program. So the InfluMnet Regional Training Program on Library Automation is one of the path-breaking service offered by the InfluMnet, and under which a lot of people have been trained in the area of library automation. Then we are conducting user awareness program online and offline, both for the Shodhaganga, Enlist, and electronic e-resources, what we are offering through eShod Sindhu. We are organizing conventions, which is known as Planner and Caliber. Now, earlier we used to have both the programs in a year. In the first 6 months, we used to have the Caliber, and the last 6 months, we used to have the Planner. But now later, we realized that we are not able to cope up with the moment one is over, we are supposed to start for the another program. So then we were not able to concentrate on the different activities. So we then from 2016 onwards, we started doing alternate year. So every 1 year, means in a year, once in a year, Caliber will be organized. Next year, Planner will be organized. And more than 30 plus conventions we have organized. Okay, so around 12,000 professionals have been trained in different programs, and more than 60 programs we have organized. Now you can see what we are offering. So the things which we are offering is accreditation and ranking. So now you can see here the InfluMnet, where InfluMnet is playing a role. We have developed accreditation workflow for the National Board of Accreditation, NAC. These are the two organizations which are involved in ranking and accreditation. NAC is our system concern. NAC is also having same IUC status. So we are offering them the portal management and all technical solutions we are offering. So whatever work they are doing manually, we have developed a program which helps them to manage everything online. So the automation process has been completed by the InfluMnet Center for the NAC and ENBA also. Institutional ranking framework, entire backend ranking process is being taken care by the InfluMnet Center in the NIRF as well as ARIA both. Now, what we are offering in that, we have web applications for the registration. We have data capturing system, which is known as a DCS. Then we have feedback mechanism, and based on the devised formula, we have the ranking module. We have dedicated technical help desk. In case anybody is facing any problem, we are offering them the solutions through help desk. Then research output data, we are having publications of all the institutions publication data we have. We have the citations from the Crossref for most of the publications of the all institution, Indian institutions. Then we have subscription to InPass database, which is known as a patents database. And then we have our own database for the patent, which we are developing and which we are using for our own reference. Then other academic projects which we are offering, which we are having is NTA, Study in India, Children's University of Gujarat, then AIU, other state universities, some open universities, and transgender portal, which we have developed. So what is our role? The role is to design, develop web interfaces according to the requirement. We are providing maintenance services as well as we are providing hosting services. We have a dedicated data center where we are hosting all these platforms. Now, as Abhishek told, we are also involved in developing e-learning and e-content. I myself have written more than 8 modules and different Swayam and MOOC courses in EPG Pathshala also. So around 23,000 plus video tutorials are available under EPG Pathshala, which is available at free of cost. You just go to this place. You will not be able to download the video, but you can download the electronic text. Okay, so we have this everything in 4 quadrants. One is a video tutorial, then electronic text, then learn more section, and self-assessment. So these are the 4 quadrant, which is known as, and this is also available in Vidyamitra. This EPG Pathshala is also part of Vidyamitra. So Vidyamitra have the everything. So 66,000 videos, 44,500 plus electronic text, which is available here, and it has got the best open education resource award at the global level in 2018 in the Netherlands, and the recipient was the Abhishek Kumar. Okay, now we have the Swayam Prabha, under which 34 DTH channels are being managed by the InfluxNet Center with the help of BISEC, which is the institution, Bhaskaracharya Institute of Geoinformatics, which is an institute of national, it is not an institute of national importance, but it is being funded by the government of India. Earlier, it was funded by the government of Gujarat, and then now it is under the Ministry of Science and Technology. So this is one of the institutions you can have the information about what all services they are offering. InfluxNet is managing program schedule, and everything is being telecasted through 34 free DTH channels. We are managing web portal. Now next is e-governance at UGC. We have a dedicated team of people who are managing e-governance of the UGC, and we have the dedicated infrastructure at UGC as well as InfluxNet. Ministry of Education funded projects. These are some of the projects. Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, National Mission on Teacher and Training. Now this, see how you can adopt this. See, if you are a teacher or any of your teacher, somebody wanted to have the government training program, they can enroll themselves on the NMTT portal. Basically what they are getting from this is, if you are having 10 years experience as a professor in the 10,000 grade or level 14, you are eligible for that, and you should have some Scopus indexed or Web of Science indexed publications, and just some 7 or something. I'm not sure that how many publications are required, but at least 10 publications are required. That's what I understand. And you can register for this portal, and what they will do is Government of India will shortlist based on the requirement. You can get the training for 15 days training in India and 15 days training in abroad on the government expenses. So if you are even a librarian in a professional grade pay, 10,000 grade pay, you are also eligible. So you can go to this NMTT portal and register yourself. As and when the cycle comes, you will be shortlisted, and then you will get the notification if you are shortlisted and if you are awarded this. So 15 days you will get training in the India in any university which you have chosen, and outside the India in case you have been completed successfully for the 15 days in India. Next is Ek Bharat Shresth Bharat portal, which is developed by InfluxNet Center. Fit India portal is also developed by InfluxNet, and Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, this is also developed by us. In same, this is what role we are having: designing, development, hosting and maintenance, everything we are doing. Now next is IRINS. irins.inflibnet.ac.in, Indian Researcher Information Network System. What is that we are doing is, we are providing faculty, services, and all the faculty members, they can register themselves on the portal and they can have their own profiles. How many faculty members are there? How many scholarly resources they have published? How many journal articles they have published? How many how many proceedings they have published? Which particular scientist or a researcher or a faculty member has published how many journal articles, how many citations they have received, how many articles they have published, what is the H index, okay? Then what is the role, what is the global contribution, what is the collaboration with peers, all information you can get it from this single portal for all faculty members. Okay, so this is the Indian Institute of Science faculty profile, where you can have everything. All research related information can be managed in a single portal. Now this is the Vidwan, and around 25,000 plus profiles are available. This is a Delhi Technology University faculty profile. You can see here 254 faculty members, out of which 137 this, 74 professor and 39 associate professor. Some is visiting faculty. Total 4,059 scholarly resources are contributed, out of which 2,153 are closed access, bronze access, gold open access, and green open access. Okay, how many journal articles out of this total are contributed by the faculty members? How many in proceedings? How many in books? How many total books? How many books in chapter? Means chapters in book. Everything, all information can be recorded, can be managed, and later you can export as a output. So now suppose if you say view profile, you can go to particular, let me go to the person's profile. I'll just go to InfluNet's profile. Okay, so you see here, Information and Library Professional Library Network Center, scientist profile, then scientist E, how many scientists is, scientist B, scientist C, okay, then scientist B. Are you able to see the screen? Please confirm.
Hello.
Are you able to see the screen of
No, sir. No,
InfluNet?
sir. No, sir. No, sir. It is not visible.
Let me stop and do it once again. Is it visible now?
Yes, sir. It is visible now.
Okay, now you see here, these are the profiles of the scientist. So what I can do is, if I go to scientist C, you can see all scientists C are available here. So if you wanted to go for a particular person, what you can do is, say here you can see exploring that particular person's profile. If you look at this, you can see here, the moment, this is my expert ID, which will remain unique. The moment you click on view profile, you see, you are able to see the entire profile. How many journal articles I'm having? 10 journal articles, 1 book chapter, 3 conference proceedings, and 1 edited book. Okay, so these many, 7 citations I have received, 1 H index. Okay, then citations, total 41 citations I have received. This is from Google Scholar. This is from in-house developed, which is known as from the Scopus and Crossref. Okay, so total 2 articles are having 10 plus citations. Okay, and what is a co-author network? This is known as a map of science. So these are the people who have collaborated with me. Okay. Okay, and then you can see here, this is my experience, qualification, membership in professional bodies, and these are my publications. Okay, this publication has received 7 citations from Scopus. See, these are having only Scopus. Suppose if it is from the Web of Science or is from the, sorry, not Web of Science, from the Google Scholar, it is not available here, but it is available here, Google Scholar. Okay, so 7 citations are from the Scopus, or you can say Crossref, and other citations which are not available here is available from the Google Scholar. So total for my all publications, I have received 41 citations. Okay, so this is what everything can be tracked. Suppose, say for example, you would like to invite me. Now you can see in which area I am doing research. So based on looking at my profile, you can invite somebody. Like say, I am doing thesaurus construction, management of thesaurus, linked data. So these are my profile. You can have a look at it, in which area I am working, what all things I have done, what is my research contribution, everything can be tracked. Now, what all things is required? The moment data is uploaded on ORCID ID, automatically everything is being fetched by the InflibNet's IRNS system. Then I'm having Scopus ID, and this is my Google Scholar ID. So as and when something is updated in all these 3 platforms, automatically entire thing will be updated here in my local platform. Okay, so this is a scientist profile. Let me go back to the another share. So this is the Delhi Technological University's faculty profile, and you can see here total 27 publication count, total 276 journal articles for this particular Dr. Bansidhar Malhotra, 1 in proceeding, 23 conference paper, 14 book reviews or reviews he has written, 4 erratum, 1 book, 1 editorial, 1 chapter and 1 note. Total 12 publications are having hybrid or gold open access. Gold open access means, green open access means total 21. Gold open access means total 12 publications are gold open access, and 179 are closed access, which are not at all available to anyone. If you wanted to have, you have to have the subscription. And this is the co-author network. This is co-author network of a person. So this entire platform helps you to identify who has collaborated where, with whom. Next is eShodh Sindhu. Okay, this is all information you are having, so I'll not go into this. Now, outreach. So access to 10,000 plus electronic journals, 4 databases through consortium. These 4 databases include Web of Science and Scopus also. Differential access available to 97 CFTIs and 217 universities. Selected electronic resources to 3,000 plus colleges. Now, this is how we are providing access to the institutions. So these are the publishers. Through InflibNet, IP-based access is provided. InflibNet is a nodal agency for everything. For Enlist, there is a proxy server at InflibNet. Username, password, everything is stored at the InflibNet's proxy server, and then publishers gives access to the electronic content. This is the InfliStat, which I already discussed. Okay, so this is the important JGate Plus. So this is known as a document delivery services. Table of content for 45,000 plus electronic journals, and around 50 lakhs articles are available. 10,000 plus articles are added daily. So DDS from 26 InflibNet DDS centers. So InflibNet center has given access to this 26 organizations from where you can get the document delivery services. So if you find something which is not available at your place, you can go to JGate Plus, identify the resource, identify the journal article which is not accessible at you, request them, and they will give it to you. Okay, now EPG Pathshala that you have heard about, just Abhishek has also told. So I'll just run the PPT so you can have the look at it. Around 70 subjects are more than 22,000 plus e-text and videos are available. Vidya Mitra, Swayam Prabha. What we are doing is, what is our role? We are maintaining a portal. We are hosting videos and contents. We have developed the API for the generating program schedule. The moment we make, we are sharing it with the buy side, and immediately everything will be telecasted based on the schedule what we have prepared. Then we have developed a mobile app which is available in the Umang. Umang, you must have heard about it. Umang is an application, government mobile application, under which all the applications, all the resources which you are getting, which are offered to the citizen, are available there. So next is InfluMnet Learning Management System. We are providing them the all the education institutions a learning management system. In this learning management system, we are offering users to have the this Moodle software, customized Moodle software, and we have some button and some programmed things which are not available to the others, and we are not charging for this. We are providing this free of cost, and the users will be able to organizations will be able to sign an MOU with the InfluMnet Center. Once this MOU is signed, then we can have the live usage. We are just maintaining everything, and we are providing the service. If you wanted to have this hosting services from InfluMnet, you are supposed to pay for that. So this is also developed sometime back in the pandemic time, so that users, academic organizations, they can have the benefit of it. If you wanted to have the demonstration of ILMS, you can request for the demo by clicking on this. Okay, and then people will be able to contact you. My colleague Abhishek and our entire team is looking after this entire thing, and we will be able to deliver the learning management system. Okay. Now you see here what we are offering for the PDS. PDS is basically plagiarism detection software, and all the universities here, there is some misconception among people. See, we are part of Shivaji University. Say, for example, we are part of Shivaji University. I am a college, but then we are not getting access. So the access is given to the university. If you wanted to scan anything, you can contact the university coordinator for the Shodhganga and PDS, and then they will be able to help you. So they have the limitation of number of documents to be uploaded. Once that documents are consumed, by requesting through email, InfluMnet will increase the number of documents that again can be submitted. Okay. So this is the portal which we have developed, which is known as a Shodh Shuddhi. Now, this is human resource development and activities. I will not go into detail. Now, next is a Shodh Chakra, which is a new initiative. Shodh Chakra is basically for the universities, not for the colleges. So the universities who are offering PhD programs, they can avail these services at no cost just by signing an MOU with InfluMnet Center. Now, what is the Shodh Chakra? Shodh Chakra is basically a platform which automates this researcher's entire life cycle. So what researcher is doing, say for example, you are a researcher, you are undergoing for a PhD research work. What will be your first point? Identification of a problem until submission of a research work. whatever activities are happening is known as a researcher's life cycle. So say for example, I am enrolling as a PhD student at some university. First job is to identify a topic. Once topic is identified, I'll get the admission. Now, after identification of a problem, you have the literature review, okay, then citation management, then submission of a papers, preservation of documents, then what you can say, you have the conference proceedings in which you are supposed to write the articles. Then you are supposed to find out the resources which are not available to you and from where you can get all these details. Then Jotero reference management system. Then my library, where you can host or keep your backup of the research papers which you have downloaded in the form of PDF files. Then you can interact with your research guide. Then you can also interact with the university administrator. You can manage entire your life cycle through this platform, which is known as the Show the Chakra. So basically, in this platform, let me give the demonstration, because this is very important. Just a minute. Let me identify. I'm just logging as a researcher. Wait for a moment. Okay, now let me share the screen so that you will be able to see. Now you see here, this is the platform. The URL of this platform is showthechakra.influentnet.ac.in. So this is the introduction about this platform. We have developed some FAQs, training programs we are offering. So here you can register yourself for the training program. If you are signing an MOU with the ImplementNet, then later on you will be able to do it. Now you see here, I am logging into the system as a researcher. See here, there are 3 platforms. One is for the researcher, another is for the university, which is known as a system administration, who is managing all backend admission process till completion of the research work. Everything is all records are monitored and maintained by the university academic section, and the role of guide is also fixed here. So these 3 stakeholders, the task whatever involved in the research work is automated. Now I'm signing in here. You see here, I'm just signing in. Now this is the dashboard. What is the thing we are offering? You can manage your profile, assistance for the literature review work, knowledge resources, resource aggregation, publications, reference management, and thesis submission. So this is the entire life cycle of a research. On the right side, you can see profile management. So once you are done with the profile management, your profile is verified by the university. So till the time this is verified by your university, you will not be able to access this portal. Once it is verified, you will see here your profile is verified by the university, and then you just click on profile. You can see here all your details will come. So the profile will have address, topic and title which you are having. Okay, so this is your you can integrate your ORCID ID here, researcher and academic identity. Okay, then title is just for the information we have stored here. Whatever you are storing, based on this information, you will be able to search the report, search the resources. Then synopsis, if you are having, you can attach the approved synopsis. Then if you are getting some fellowship or scholarship, you can register your information here. You give some keywords or metadata so that you can identify the resources, chemistry, commerce, computer science, whatever you feel. It will be treated as a subject keyword. So whenever you are searching, at the time of searching resources, these keywords will be able to help you. Then coursework related information, whether it is completed, when it was started, all this information you can preserve here. What are the objectives of research work, that you can put it here. And once this objective is completed, you can see how the percentage, how many percentage of the research work is completed. Okay, now again I'll go to dashboard. You can see here dashboard. Okay, then you have this knowledge resources and Shodh Ganga. So the moment I'm clicking on Shodh Ganga, the entire Shodh Ganga records are integrated with this portal. So suppose if I'm searching here, I'm just clicking on search, see what things are coming. Okay, so wherever these words are available, development and thesaurus and all, you will be able to see here. Okay, so for example, I wanted to have this one, model development and analysis of multimedia data mining task. I'll just, the moment I'm clicking on this, you can see here on the bottom right corner, it will go to the Shodh Ganga URL. So the moment I'm clicking on view, I'll be redirected to the Shodh Ganga main URL. So I'll be having full text. If I'm making it add to favorite, that means this is related to my area of interest, and in future, if you make it as a favorite, then you will be able to refer. If you say add with annotation, so what you can do is you can just click here and then give your remarks. You can annotate certain things here and then you can save it. Say this is just saving it. So details have been saved successfully. So this is how that will go to my profile. Okay, now like you see here, these are under my favorite. Now I'm redirected to the my favorite. So these are the my favorite. This is the remark which I have given. Now you see here, this is the Zotero. So the moment I'm clicking on Zotero, I'll give my user ID and password for the Zotero. Then everything will come from Zotero here. So from where you can identify, you can go to this zotero.org, give your user ID and password. Currently it is selected. Okay, so I'll just click on login. You must have heard about Zotero. It is a reference management system. Okay, now you see here, under Zotero settings, you can see here, this is the feeds and API. So this has created an API key. So when you say create a new API key for the S Chakra, okay, allow library access, allow notes, allow write access, okay, and then say save key. So this is the key generated by the Zotero. This is the new API key generated by the Zotero. So what I will do is I'll go to this place, give the user ID password, which is already assigned there. So under the reference management, no reference is saved. Just a minute. Let me go to this, identify the resource. My favorite. Then again, I'll just click on Zotero. Please provide your Zotero authentication. So numeric user ID. Enter your Zotero numeric user ID. So this is the numeric user ID. And this is the API key. Okay, so I'll just save it and then say submit. Okay, now you see here, whatever resources I'm having in my Zotero, everything has fetched. Okay, all resources. Okay, so as and when I'm doing here, everything will come from the. So simply by just clicking on this, all resources which are available here in my, this thing has come here. Okay, so now this is how you can integrate your Zotero profile with this, and you will be able to see this, use this platform. Now let me go back to this and then say here, knowledge resources. Knowledge resources means, so, see, you don't know what is Zotero. Okay, so just click on reference management system and you see here Zotero. So this is the entire thing which is developed by myself. This is the module. Okay, how you can do it, what all things you are having. Okay, Zotero desktop, web connector, synchronizing data, everything. Now, when you click on self-learning, you see here, this is the video which will be played. So video tutorial is also available, which is free of cost here. Okay, so likewise, so this is how you can have the look, look at the various modules which are developed for research and reference management system. Likewise, suppose you don't know how to do the literature review, just click on literature review. Okay, and then literature review part 1, just click here. Okay, so you can see here videos, you can see the electronic text also, which is available here. Okay, so then research ethics. What are the research ethics? You see here all this information, all videos and everything is available here. So you will be able to see it, play it and understand. If you don't know what is scientific and academic writing, just go to this place, click on this ethics to be followed while writing quality academic publication. Just click on this video and then you see well-known Professor Jagdish Joshi has given very nice information about this entire thing. Okay, so this is what available Research ethics, total 24 modules are available. Literature review, 4 modules are available. Reference management, 17 modules are available. Scientific and academic writing, 5 modules. And on plagiarism, 15 modules are available. So this entire thing will be able to help you in managing your everything for the research work. Okay, the next is resource aggregation. So when you click on resource aggregation, you see here Google Scholar, IRINS, departmental publication, open resources, and Zotero. Everything is clubbed together and put it at a single place where people will be able to have everything in a single place. So you need not to remember anything. Just go to this place, IRINS, click here. This all information came from the IRINS. Just click here. This all information came from the departmental publications tab. Whatever you are there having in the Google Scholar, you bring it, it will be visible here. Okay, likewise, you have everything, all researcher related information at one place. Now, say for example, you are going to the publications. You don't know which journal is to be in which journal is to be published. What are the journal titles? What are the things which are available here? UGC care list and all. So you can see here. Web of Science, 44 journals, Scopus 44, Web of Science 637, total 681 journals are available here, which are related to my area of interest. Okay, so that is searched using computer science, information and general works, bibliography and bibliographies. Okay, so that was searched and added to my now workshops and conferences. What all workshops and conferences are taking place? See, it was last updated in the month of May. So now you see here, things are available in the May. Now, so for example, in future, till 22 December, what all conferences and workshops are being organized at different level, everything is combined together. And when you search it here in future, how many conferences are going to be held or organized, that list will come. You identify the one, and if it is appropriate for you, you save it. So in future, later on, you will be able to recall and you can submit it. Your research paper you can submit. And then the final is the thesis submission. Here you have the drive, which allows you to store around 5 GB of data. So, sorry, total 12 GB, it is updated. Total 12 GB of data you can upload here. So individual user will have the 12 GB space if you are a registered user through registered researcher through university. So all your documents, starting from the getting admission, registration fees, whatever you are paying, all documents you can upload here. So the way you are uploading on this one, Google Drive, same way you have the 12 GB space on InfluminNet's cloud. Okay, so this is what we are offering to the users. Now let me go back to my presentation once again and share it. Okay, so this is about Chakra. So there are 3 things. One is researcher, which everything I have explained. University and guide, when you are signing an MOU with InfluminNet, detailed demonstration will be available for the university administrator and guide. Next is Raja. This is another new project. Don't get confused with RRRLF and Rajaram Mohan Roy National Agency for the ISBN. So the whatever work which is automated, which is I hope this is visible now.
Yes, sir.
See, Rajaram Mohan Roy Library Network is different. Rajaram Mohan Roy National Agency for ISBN is different. Okay. This Rajaram Mohan Roy National Agency for ISBN is under the Ministry of Education, Department of Education, entire workflow starting from application to assigning a ISBN number is being developed by Implement Center. Most of the things have been completed. And for this only, my colleague Abhishek Kumar has attended a international conference in Norway. Just he came few days back from the Norway, and the entire workflow is decided and designed by the Implement Center. So whenever you are applying for the ISBN number, you are supposed to go to this Rajaram Mohan Roy National Agency for the ISBN, and you can have the tutorial. User manual is available. How you can, as a publisher, as an individual organization, how you can get the ISBN number. All this information is available there. So this is what we are offering from the Implement side. There are so many other things which are not relevant to you, but in a one or other way you have touched upon it. So I'm not going in a detail with other things. Now I'm making it open for the participants to ask the questions. So I'll just stop sharing my screen. You can now it is open for the participants to ask the questions. Any question if you are having, I'll be very happy to answer all the questions. Let me check the chat box.
Hello, sir. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, I received some questions from chat box.
Can you please allow Ankita? Can you please allow Ankita Ingole to speak about it? She says that it is old presentation from 1985 RRR LF. See, don't get confused with. That's what I started. RRR LF is different. Rajaram Mohan Roy Library Foundation is different, and Rajaram Mohan Roy National Agency for ISBN is different. RRR LF comes under Ministry of Culture, and RR means National Agency for Rajaram Mohan Roy ISBN agency is coming under the Ministry of Education. Please don't get confused between these two different things. Okay, Avinash, can you please ask any question?
Yes, sir. I received some question from chat box. We can take one by one, sir. Sir, the first question is, please clarify that shall we have access to all these resources through endless subscription or separate subscription is required?
Can you please repeat once again?
Please clarify that shall we have access to all these resources through an enlist subscription or separate subscription required?
No. Enlist subscription has all the resources which are available, which are applicable to particular college. If you wanted to have e-resources through eShodh Sindhu, which are applicable to universities, that is different.
Can you, sir, please tell more about the enlist, because most of the LIS professionals are from arts, commerce, and science colleges. So it is mandatory those colleges, those are belongs to arts, commerce, and science.
Yeah, see, Enlist is a program which allows all the colleges, by paying a small registration fee, you are allowed to get enrolled for yourself, and then you will be able to get the resources.
Okay.
Let me first close this question, and then you ask me the question.
Request to participant, please mute yourself. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you see here, there is a detailed Enlist membership page is available. You just go to the Enlist website, and where you will be able to, let me take you to the platform. I'm just sharing the screen again. Okay, now you see here. This is the end. Who are eligible? So all colleges covered under section 12B and 2F of the UGC Act. That is clear cut. Now, non-aided colleges, except agriculture, engineering, management, medical, pharmacy, dentistry, and nursing, all are eligible to join. So if you are from the agricultural college or engineering college, you are not eligible for this. Okay. So if you are from the medical background, your university, your college is not eligible to get the enlist resources. Okay. Now, what are the resources available? That you just click on the e-resources tab. All these e-resources are available. These are the full text e-journals, American Institute of Physics, annual reviews, and under this e-books, you can see these many titles are available. Okay, so these are the resources you are getting. Now, how to join? Just click. See, we have tried to make it very informative. Everything is available on the website. So there should not be any question about how to join and what all benefits will be getting, because it is made crystal clear. In case you are having any problem registering and getting access, you can do right back to us. We will be very happy to help you. Okay, now you see here, again, eligibility, annual membership fees and period, a mode of payment, everything is available here. So total 5,900 you are supposed to pay every year. This is annual membership, not one time. Annual means every year you are supposed to pay. And non-aided colleges, they are supposed to pay 35,400 rupees. Okay, so 30,000 is a membership fee plus 5,400 is a GST. So this is what about joint. Enlist program for all colleges except the one which were listed there. Okay, any other question related to enlist?
Sir, we are having mix, that is engineering, BSc and BBA. So
yeah, please speak aloud. Please speak aloud.
We are having in our university, we are having engineering as well as BBA and BSc and junior college also. So it is possible to get the enlist membership or not?
Your college is a 12B 2F recognition?
Yeah, 11th, 12th admission. Then BSc.
Ma'am, sir is asking about your college is 12B or 12B 2F or not?
12B, that is
yes,
information.
Okay, so if it is a 12B 2F, then
we
you are eligible.
Non-aided university.
Then you are able to get under this 35,000 non-aided college, 35,000 means 30,000 plus GST, what you are supposed to pay. So you are eligible to get, you can write back to us on the helpline which is available there on the InflibNet's website, enlist.inflibnet.ac.in, or you can write to my colleague Roma at InflibNet. I'm just giving her email ID. So Roma will be able to help you in case you are having any problem in enlist related matters. So
Professor, I have
once again, I would like to answer to the one madam which was raised for this Aniket Ingole. Can you please unmute yourself, Mr. Aniket?
Yeah, I'm asking the question is that since the Indian government is implementing one nation, one subscription policy, the steps towards the open access. So how this will affect the membership program of your institute, InflibNet?
See, let me make one thing clear here. I am not here to discuss one nation, one subscription related matters here, because it is under the policy decision that has not been open. People started discussing about one nation, one subscription. And few of the people, they have started circulating the draft policy also. So excuse me for this, I will not be able to give more information about one nation one subscription.
Because
Second, your question was
InfluBnet
related
director
to,
is
your question was
associated with.
related to your question was related to you are claiming that this is the old presentation which is of 1985. Can you please enlighten me more about this?
So basically, that your question was regarding the ISBN concern. So ISBN started giving from 1985 when they shifted their office to Delhi. It is a different RRLF wing which gives the InfluBnet the ISBN number. So might be from 2011 they had shifted to Delhi, and InfluBnet is associated I think so from 2011 to them.
No, just say you are having wrong information. Just in the year of 2022, we have been assigned this this portal which we are started maintaining now. Prior to that, we were not involved. So don't get confused with different things. These are certain things which are not available with us. Now, suppose in case government is approaching us, we are giving it to them. So we are offering services. That is, I'm not claiming that it is our own product.
It's RRLF wing product.
It's not our own product.
Yes.
Okay, sir. The next question is, can I ask, sir?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. Is there any fees or subscription fee to join InFed? If we have only one subscribed database, can we join? There is one question, participant. Is there any subscription fee to join InFed? If we have only one subscribed database, so can we join?
Yes, you can join. InFed is a free of cost. Only thing is, see, what we are doing is, it is basically a federation which helps you to cross the, you are having access to electronic resources which are IP based. Now, if you are going outside the IP range, you are not able to access. So what InfluBnet Center will help you to manage your all IP and everything, all your information through one server. That server configuration is available there. You just configure that server at your end, and your access will be routed through your server at the end user's desktop.
Okay.
So there is no need to pay anything to InfluBnet Center, and InfluBnet will never charge for this. It is a byproduct of InfluBnet Center. So it is free of cost. Only thing is, whatever expenses is happening is for the managing of small computer server.
The next
Pandya
question
sir,
is,
I would like to ask.
Please.
Yes, Pandya sir, very nicely explained, very good services that InfluBnet it is giving to the entire fraternity, Indian fraternity of researchers and higher education area. I am associated with InfluBnet since 18 years, because I was working as an information scientist in one of the university. Now I have retired, and the idea of the then chairman of UGC, Dr. Ishwal Sharma, was very nice to introduce InfluBnet, and thanks to him for such a nice institution that he has boosted to introduce in India. I have a bundle of questions, but I will ask only few questions. Since I was working as an information scientist, whatever difficulties I faced, those where I'm giving here in short. The first important question that all librarians are waiting for the cloud version of Soul. When the Soul will be introduced on the cloud, that is very important, because the colleges which are situated in villages areas, they cannot maintain the server and all these things. Therefore, they are eagerly waiting, because internet is everywhere. They reach to the each and every corner of India. But because of the cloud version of Soul is not there, they are facing many of the problems. This is one question. The another question is that Indicat is not updating regularly. We have several times we have sent our backup in MARC format, but the Indicat is not updating regularly. This is the second question. Of course, your Shodh Sindhu, you left to explain the Shodh Sindhu project. It is an excellent project for improving the quality of the thesis for the researcher. And the additional benefits that InfluBNet is providing for the researcher is that the Shodh Chakra is the sixer. I would say Shodh Chakra is the winner shot of InfluBNet because Shodh Chakra is giving a lot of services to the researchers and all these things. And this is what the new service, latestly you introduced it. And that is also a good. But the other things like Enlist doesn't have a regional language journal publications because most of the researchers are carrying their research in regional languages. The regional language journals are not available on Enlist either or on Shodh Ganga. So Shodh Sindhu, sorry. So all the regional languages journals should be introduced in the Shodh Sindhu or Enlist. These are the basic questions. Over to you, sir.
Okay. Now let me clarify all your doubts. So till the time I am giving answers to all these questions, please mute yourself so you also get the benefit of it. So first question was the cloud version of Soul. We are working on web-based version of the Soul software, and I'm not giving the commitment because I am not the right person to give the commitment. But the in a near future, the software on the web-based version, which will be available on the cloud, will come. And the team at InfluBNet is working on it. Yatrik Bhai and everyone is working on it. Second question was related to INDCAT. INDCAT is updated regularly. I am one of the stakeholders in INDCAT. So the claim which is not updated regularly is not true. We are having mechanism. What we are doing is we are having most of the universities which are providing data in the form of entire catalog, not the updated record only. So what problem we are facing when we say updated, give us the updated record only, they will give entire bunch of the backup, and then again we have to sort it, remove the earlier given data, again do it, and then once again upload it. So every university we are having around 1 week to 2 weeks time to refine the data. So when most of the institutions are submitting their data in the form of Soul backup or Koha backup, or sometimes they give in Mark 21 format, sometimes they give in Excel format. So everything is to be redesigned, reframed according to our local requirement, which is known as a Union Catalog Management System. So that may take time for some of the universities in case of data is not in proper format. But the sentence which you just spoke, it is not updated regularly, is not true. It is updated, and it sometimes it may take time because there are few staff members, only 3 staff members are working in this project, and if somebody is on leave or some personal problem, they'll not be able to address on the spot. But yes, it is updated regularly. Then next was the question, just you spoke about Shodh Sindhu and Shodh Chakra. You appreciated the thing, that is okay. Now, next question was related to regional language journals in Enlist. Now you see, the resources which are published by different organizations are demanded by people. And based on the demand, this bundle are given to the users. Now, regional language resources are not, say for example, if it is in the Marathi language, only people in the Maharashtra, they will be able to, or Goa, they will be able to use those regional language journals. Okay, now regional language journals are not, access is not being provided to well-known publishers' website, and the journal, even many regional journal, they don't have their own website. So in that case, your expectation for providing resources, English resources, including that regional journal language, will not be appropriate. So these are the answers for your.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay. So we have only two questions. The one question is
other answer. Any other
hello. Mitesh sir.
Is there any question pending?
Okay. Yes, yes, sir. Is there any medical science related e-learning platform? Almost e-learning platform have material related engineering academic colleges, but not on medical science related. So question is that, is there any medical science related e-learning platform?
No, not dedicated platform is available, but under EPG Pathshala, whatever is available in the EPG Pathshala.
Okay. Then the last question is, how to configure in FED any support system provided by InflameNet?
InFed?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, you can contact Raja at inflamenet.ac.in. I'm just putting here. You can contact with that person. He will help you. So this is the email ID of Raja at inflamenet.ac.in. He will be able to help you. He is the person who is looking after the entire services of InFed.
Okay, thank
Any
you so
other
much, sir.
question?
Thank you, sir, for such an informative session and detailed presentation on InflameNet Center, its major projects and programs established by the center, and importance and working of the Swayam platform. Now, with this, we come to an end of this today's webinar. I am student representative of Library Committee, NSOT Law College, Sangli. Would like to thank our librarian, Sri Salunke sir, for giving me this opportunity to host this webinar. After this, I would like to welcome Sri Mahesh N. Gaikwad sir, librarian, SGM College, Karat, to deliver the vote of thanks. Over to you, sir. Gaikwad sir.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning to all of you. This is Mr. Mahesh Gaikwad, librarian of the Sadguru Maharaj College, Karat, and Autonomous College. On behalf of the NSOT Law College, Sangli, I express my heartfelt thanks to Dr. Nitesh Kumar Pandya sir for sharing his views on variety of products and services provided by the in detail. Sir has also mentioned all the subscribed and open access products, services, databases like in InSystat, Enlist, InFeed, Shodh Ganga, Shodh Gangotri, Shodh Sindhu, Shodh Chakra, etc. Sir also has done practical visualization of some products like Vidwan, Shodh Chakra databases. I feel that after the listening this session, all the products developed by the InflameNet definitely helpful for the Indian as well as global researchers and academicians. I congratulate all the team members of the InflameNet for that. I would like to thank to the Honorable Principal of the NSOT Law College, Sangli, Mr. Avinash Saunke sir, organizer of this webinar, for this taking valuable initiative. I also thank Sukla team member, President, also Sukla President, Dr. R.P. Arao sir. I also thanks to all the faculty members of the NSOT Law College, Sangli. Lastly, I would like to also thank all the respected participants, those are attended this session. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much, all of you. Over to Mr. Indrayani ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The students to take note that the feedback forms will be sent on the particular WhatsApp group and the certificates will be sent to the email ID of the respected participants. Thank you. Thank you all.